Views Club. Today I'm going to show you how to make verdolagas. If you're interested on how to make these root desert plants and make them taste delicious, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how I make them. I grew up on this. You guys, this is nostalgic to me. Every season when they come out and they actually have them at my grocery store, I get really excited because this is comfort food to me. Just as much as tortillas or tamales are, this root right here is something that just takes me back to being a child. It takes me back to being in a loving home. And I'm really excited to share with you guys how I prepare these. Once you learn how to make them in a basic way, I'm going to show you guys how to make them more often and in different ways on the channel, because you guys already know I get into everything and I experiment, but this is actually really healthy for you guys. If you're interested in changing up the way that you eat and more nutritious vegetables, I'm going to go ahead and put a few clips at the end that's going to tell you a little bit more about the nutritional facts and where you can find them. So if you're interested in learning how to make this delicious dish that I have prepared here because I'm so hungry, I'm gonna taste it, please keep watching. And yeah, like, you can eat it with rice or tortillas, you can add pork, you can keep it vegetarian. It's very versatile. So heavens,
that's the best way to do it right there.
Yes, girl. I love greens, so this is heaven to me. Oh my goodness. I actually like the bite of the thicker root.
Yes.
It just brings out that flavor that I enjoy. If you didn't grow up with these, you're probably going to be like, oh, I'm not too sure. But the more that you eat it and the more your body becomes familiar with the amazing nutrients that it has, it's going to ask you for it again.
That looks delicious, sis.
All right, guys, keep watching for the recipe because I'm going to chow down right now.
Buen provecho.
Delicioso. That's amazing. Ready for your plate?
Yes, girl, yes.
Okay, déjate un platito.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, so I've already washed my verdolagas, and all I'm doing is I'm trimming my stems at the end if there's any browning on there, setting them to the side. And if you see any muggy or swampy looking green parts, then you just want to trim those. It doesn't mean you have to get rid of all of it. You just gotta trim those pieces out. I actually just bought this yesterday and it's already starting to wilt. But even if your leaves are a little bit darker like this, you can still consume the stem, the root part, which is really good.
So you want to make these as soon as you pick them or you buy them, right?
Yep, as soon as you pick them or purchase them at, I think a lot of the Mexican markets have these, and they're seasonal. Mostly when it's rainy outside, you're gonna get them. Yeah. So I'm just gonna finish cleaning these up, and then we're gonna go ahead and pour them. I'm gonna finish cleaning these up, and we're gonna place them into a pot of boiling water. So almost done here, so I'll show you guys shortly. Okay, to a pot of boiling water. I'm using 1/4 of a teaspoon, and I'm only filling it half to our pot. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and add our verdolagas, and we're gonna cook this about 4 to 5 minutes. All we're waiting for is for it to change into a deeper color green. We definitely don't want to cook these to the point where they're too mushy because they're not going to taste that good. You want a little bit of the crunch in here too. But if you prefer more mushy food, go ahead and cook it maybe about 8 to 10 minutes. So I'll see you guys once I've strained my verdolagas and I'm ready to show you guys our next step. It's been 5 minutes for me, and I let them cook a little bit more because I noticed that I have some that have the thicker stems, and if you're going to eat a root or anything that has a thick stem like that, you already know that it needs to cook a little longer, guys. And look at how beautiful. It is known to be a red root, so you see a little bit of the redness right there. Okay, so you're gonna notice that a lot of the verdolagas are very long, like a great noodle. So if you miss your noodles, you know, you can just slurp it up how you want. I love it when you use your imaginations, and you can already imagine how you're gonna make noodles out of this. So when you notice that the verdolagas, there's gonna be a lot of them that are very, very long, and those are the ones that you can cut, or you can keep them long if you wish. So I'm just gonna come in with the scissors, and you can cut them right before you boil them. But for me, you know, I change it up every time I do things. I'm consistently doing things differently. To your hot pan, you're gonna add your desired amount of oil. I think that's 1 tablespoon, or maybe even half. That's gonna be at your discretion. We're gonna add our chopped onions. You can make them into tiny little squares, or you can make them into long strips. It's gonna be up to you. Okay. You're gonna add your garlic. Oh, I see beans back there. Oh yes, I already made those. And this recipe is usually cooked with pork, but my family has preferences about pork. So I made a little bit of pork on the side to add on the top. You guys see that right there? Ooh, they look like chicharrones a little bit. Yeah, I crisped them up enough to be kind of like chicharrones. Okay. But you guys want to see how to make fresh chicharrones? I think I showed you guys towards the end of the pork and chile verde. You guys want to see that? So you're going to saute the garlic and the onions for about 2 minutes on a medium heat.
That smells so good, the combination of onions and garlic.
Something so simple can make such a great transformation, right? Okay, I'm gonna make a little space in the middle because I'm gonna be adding our chili powder. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of the oil, allow that to get hot. And we're gonna move quickly. If you need to put your pan on low at this time, go for it, because you do not wanna burn the chili. And you guys already know that we've been discussing the chili powder for a while. I'm currently only using the Views chili powder that I make. I'll link the description at the end for you guys and save you on shipping, which is the biggest complaint that we've had about the chiles. And yeah, guys, I have it fixed for you guys. See, I listen to you guys. Because you and me, we're in a club. Let me see, I think I might... my chili is going on one side real quick. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna function. It's cooking. That's one of my favorite smells in the whole world. This chile. Ajua! Oh yeah. I think that's my reaction to the chile every time I can smell it.
It's lovely.
Yep. All right, I have it cooked enough. I'm gonna go ahead and mix everything with the chile. And we're gonna go ahead and add our water. And you're gonna make this as soupy as you want. I'm only gonna be using a cup of water today for now. And depending on how everything absorbs, I might add half a cup more. So you might wanna pay attention to the rest of the video to see how it went down. Because it always works out like that. If you guys end up skipping, you come back and ask me a question, I'm like, it was in the video, right? Because you guys, I mean, I know you guys are busy. We're cool. And with this recipe, we're not trying to achieve the enchilada sauce, okay? We're trying to get like the flavor profile and more of a soupy style broth. Okay, so once you have everything mixed well, you want to go ahead and add your chicken bouillon. And if you're not using chicken bouillon, what's that called, the one that I always use for you, sis?
Better than bouillon.
Better than bouillon, I think it's called.
The Nor organic one's pretty good too, but that's more for like soups or like if you're really
I think it's more like soups. It's not for these kind of dishes.
Yeah.
That's what what my conclusion is on that one.
But
the other one, not so chicken. There's little cubes that work really well.
Oh yeah.
With these, with making your Mexican dishes vegetarian or vegan, those work so well. So once you've mixed in your chicken bouillon well, you want to add your tomato sauce. Okay. And you know I don't leave anything behind, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cook on a medium-low heat for about 2 to 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna come and taste the broth and see if it's what I need. If it's too thick, I might add a little bit of water. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. All right, it's been about 3 minutes. I've tasted my broth and it's perfect. One of the things you don't want to do with this one is over salt it, and you definitely don't want to do it with the Nor chicken bouillon. You want more of a subtle profile for your broth because your verdolagas are going to absorb it quickly. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add my verdolagas to my pot. My pan, my pot. They all serve the same purpose. Oh, you like that little dance?
Yes.
That little shimmy that I got going on? Mm-hmm. How would you say the verdolagas taste, Pau? What do they taste like?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say earthy, like not like the earth, like not dirty.
Not like a beet.
No, not like a beet, but it's earthy. And I would say it has a little bit of tartness.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like the desert's version of a bok choy, kind of, but not as light as a bok choy.
Yeah.
Because this grows in the wild in the desert, so it's a desert plant, right?
Yeah.
So maybe a cross between nopales and bok choy.
Yes, that's perfect. Oh my gosh.
If I were to put something
And
together really quick.
This is not slimy at all, guys.
No, it's not.
slimy at all. Okay, my verdolagas are ready. They're set. It's perfect. It's nice and brothy. You can put it over rice. You can eat it with your tortillas, as you guys saw me do in the beginning of the video. Yummy. If you guys like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure to take the time to subscribe. And if you're making these recipes, I love seeing you and have you recreate these recipes. I really, really do. So continue to send them to me on Instagram and Twitter. And I'll see you guys on the next one. And also, quick tips. You can actually pour this over your fry bread, and it is divine. Just sprinkle some little pork drippings on top, and you're set.
Or take your fried bread and dip it in the broth.
Dip it in the broth, just like a tortilla.
Just take this pot to the table, get a ton of fried bread and tortillas, and
Yes.
just have fun.
If you guys haven't noticed, we're definitely on a fry bread kick too. We're foodies!
Yes.
All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Adios!
Oh, hey guys, sorry. Hi, Views Club. I didn't know this was recording. If you want to learn how to make refried beans, click on one of the playlists here, and pork and chile verde will also pop up. And if you really want to know how to make Views chili powder, make sure that you click on that playlist. Bye!